Oh, mercy. Lunch I do buckaroos. How the heck are it's a little bit of Broken Gold is the band. The song is Bad Days. Really enjoy that song. Wanted to give you a little taste. I poured just a little bit of this Makers, just a little. It was a little bit over an ounce. I don't know if you could see that when I showed that to you or not, but up to that pine is 1 ounce. I had it about there, so probably at about 1 1/4 ounce. Anyway, I didn't have any of my big cubes handy, and I didn't want to do it just straight. So I put a couple of small ice cubes in just to cool her down a little bit using my old McCormick's glass. They must be changing the label on this. My wife picked it up for me at a Sam's location, but this was the only one with this label. They all had a different red label, but I know this is the label that I've seen for years. Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, so I went with the classic label. Uh, Finished with a 10 virgin oak staves. It adds a little extra vanilla to it. Bill Jr. finished this expression with virgin French oak staves for extra wood, spice, bolder notes of vanilla and caramel, and a longer finish. Yeah, I've noticed that French vanilla does add more vanilla. I've noticed Missouri white oak specifically adds more spice. Anyway, Sláinte. Boy, it's a nice whiskey. Actually, I haven't had it for quite some time. I haven't been buying the usual suspects. I've been buying the name brands. I've been opting for small distillery products. But I needed this for a specific reason, and I got to tell you, it's really freaking good. And there's one fly I can't seem to get rid of. He's taunting me. He tasks me. Anyways, I digress. There's a shot there. There we go. That's better. I don't know. I got a couple of them hanging out. Now they're all taunting me. I sprayed earlier and had them all gone, but now they're all coming back to tell me that spray doesn't do nothing to us, man. It just makes us stronger. Oh man, that's why I got to go back inside now because they're just getting on my last nerve, man. So the beer, I showed you the whiskey. Let me put that down. It's from Banter Brewing, although it's from a growler here. Won't tell you what it is, but I wanted to show you the growler there. It's a new seasonal called M80. It just went on tap recently. It went on tap last year. It was supposed to be kind of just a one-off, a one and done, but it was so popular he had to bring it back. And they also use it as a component in a shandy or a rattler, depending on your point of view. They're calling it a shandy, but it feels more like a rattler because it uses their house-made house-made cherry lime soda. Oh my gosh, it's just great. That soda is insane. It also makes a great highball base. On your roll. Oh, anyway, Sláinte. Just want to cool that whiskey down a little bit. I got it about right, but it is so hot. It's melting fast out here. It's hot out here, man. I'm probably going to have to go inside. Clocking in at 95 today. That and the flies are just on my last freaking nerve. It's funny is I never see these damn flies until I start the video, and then there they are. I never see those little bastards until I start the video. Dead fly out of there. And they start popping up. As soon as I hit the camera, man, there they are. Oh, I do like this beer, though. On your road. I didn't realize that the bad days were the good ones all along. Opening line of that song, I just love that. 86 today. Hey, Vanessa, I just noticed your message is up there. 86, lower humidity. That's the problem here. It's 95, but the humidity is just brutal. The pollen here is so wicked, man. I've been struggling. I'm having to take a Zyrtec and Flonase, and I'm still getting killed with allergies, man. It's brutal. Spray for these damn motherfuckers. Anyway, I think it just makes them stronger. I didn't realize that the bad days were the good ones. I just found that band not all that long ago. Broken Gold. I don't know why I'd never heard of it. And they turned up in a mix because it's a collaboration with Austin legend, songwriting legend Alejandro Escovedo. So he's on that particular song with us, how it showed up in my mix. But man, and having heard that, I started listening to some of their other stuff. Man, they're just a great band. A little rough around the edges, which is maybe why I like them. Certainly got a bit of a punkish edge about them. 31% humidity, Vanessa said. I didn't realize the bad. I just wanted to come out here for a minute anyway to see what the world was like around me here. I like to sit in my bar area to see the world around me. People walking by, cars driving by, waving at people. But it is a tad bit on the warm side today, man. So I'm probably going to have to take my happy ass back inside. Thought about getting out today, but didn't really need to spend the money. And it's hot. I didn't want to make my wife have to get out. And I'm off tomorrow, but I've got to stop into work for a minute, talk to somebody. So, I was getting out for a little bit tomorrow. So let's stay home today, enjoy the beer I have. I need to work through this growler anyway. I love that M80. So I didn't tell you exactly what it was, right? So it described as a rice lager. I call it a craft malt liquor at 6.6%. It doesn't have that corn syrup in it, so it doesn't have that sickeningly sweet note that your commercial malt liquors have. Most malt liquors, I mean, I think Old English, if I remember, it's about 5.9, so 6.6 is even bigger than that. A lot of folks think they're higher ABV than that, but they're not. But the quality of this particular beer is just so incredible. It's just that perfect first beer, right? That perfect first beer of the day, that after work beer, that lawnmower beer, that shower beer. It just works great in that capacity. So, anyways, see how much I've got left here. I've had two, so it's probably not quite a full one left. There we go. Look how beautiful that pours. That's just gorgeous. And that's a pretty time using my classic Olympia glass. I recently unboxed. My wife's been getting some things out of storage. So yeah, good to see this particular glass again. After many years. After many years of struggle. Anyway, anyway, anyway. Uh just the wife and I, so it doesn't matter what days I'm off anymore. I used to always want the weekends off when I was younger, but I was always working retail, so I never had weekends off. And then I finally got to where I had weekends off, but it was, just the wife and I, so it didn't really matter. So I have a Tuesday, Wednesday off. Now, and I do have some weekends off still, to be honest with you, but Tuesday and Wednesdays are more the regular. It actually works fine for us because if we do decide to go somewhere, it's not crowded. But neither of us really want to go anywhere. Or we don't like to eat out anymore. And I'm a bit of a germaphobe, so I'm wanting to eat out less and less these days. I will. I haven't ate at a buffet since 2020. I ain't doing that shit again, man. People sneezing, everybody touching stuff. No, I ain't having a buffet, man. Even places, even nicer places, aren't necessarily more hygienic. If you check the ratings. Oh man, yeah, I like the. When it costs for a steak dinner, I can go to the best meat shop in town, buy a USDA prime, in some cases even a Wagyu, and spend less than going out for a steak dinner, and have enough food for my wife and myself. And I don't mind cooking. In fact, I enjoy cooking. In fact, if I dislike cooking, it might be more pleasant to go out. But I enjoy cooking, so it's gotten to where it's not even pleasant going out. I always feel like I'm spending too much money. I never feel like I'm kind of getting what I'm paying for, right? So I've gotten to where the only time we haven't ate out in a while. The only time it looks like we're going to eat out or intend on eating out on a big scale is when I go on vacation here in a couple months. Because then we don't have an option. Although the place I've got to stay in for 5 days does have a kitchen, so we might not eat out all that often. Typically, when we've done things like this before, we might eat out for breakfast or just have a little snack for breakfast, have lunch out, and then have a light dinner back where we're staying. Usually, kind of like a charcuterie plate. That's kind of what we like to do. Find local butcher shops, local delis, have some meats and cheese and some fruits and maybe crackers or local breads, and then have at the room and just kind of snack at the end of the evening. Have the big meal about lunchtime. But my wife really loves breakfast, so we're gonna have to have at least a couple good breakfasts. The last two places I've got to stay, the hotels will have breakfast for us, but the first two don't because they're Airbnb. So, oh, excuse me. Anyways, 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 I digress. Biscuits. I am Tom, the whiskey whisperer, whiskey evangelist, prolific whiskey drinker, purveyor of wisdom, and I'm also Tom, the beer whisperer, beer evangelist, prolific drinker, purveyor of wisdom, all around good guy, cilantro. Thanks for tuning in, guys.